Hello, and welcome to Paddling and Pedaling Florida Adventures. I'm your host, Mr. D. Hey, today we're going to do a short video. I had a question that came out on one of the e-bike groups, and they were all asking, how do you mount your Insta360 Ace Pro on your bike? So what I'm going to do today is show you how I've set it up. Some people use a chest mount. He wanted to know is how to put it on a helmet mount. I wouldn't recommend that because of the weight, but I will show you how I've got it done and explain it to you. So hey, anyway, we're going to get going, and we'll be back in a bit. All right, so one of the first things, I don't know how far you want to go with mounting your Ace Pro. Now mine is mounted to the max. Now this is how I've got mine set up, guys. I have an extension bar off the front of the handlebars. This allows me to put my cell phone, headlight, my Insta360 X3 camera, and also my Ace Pro on the extension. Now the extension allows you more room on your handlebars to put other stuff, like I have my alarm system, garage door opener, stuff like that. The setup that I've got is I use a DJI mic system, and it's the dual mic system. You have to get that special mount for the bottom, and I'll put links to every one of these items that I'm talking about in the description today. But you have to get that side mount to slide into the mount to mount your receiver on. Then you have to have the mic adapter, and that means you got to pull that door off, guys. Now, everybody freaks out about that dang door. That door is really not that difficult to take off or to put on. Just when you're putting it on, make sure that you push your thumb up on that so it's fully extended. Then line it up, pop it in, you're good to go. Everybody was really talking about it's going to break, you got to order extra doors. No, you don't. Now, I've had mine off probably 50, 60 times. And put it on 50, 60 times, and never had a problem at all. So anyway, if you want to run the mic system on this thing, this is what you have to do to make that work. All right, so let's talk about the mount. The mount, and again, I'll put that in the description, has a ball joint. And that's critical for this system because you're not always going to be pointing back to you or out front. The mount itself allows you to undo the thumb screw like this and then turn your camera this way. Now this footage today is all being shot, except for the setup, is all being shot with the Insta360 Ace Pro. Now this is what the ball mount does, guys. You go back here, it has a thumb screw back here. You just loosen that like this, and then you can spin your camera around like that. Cinch down the thumb screw, and you're all set to go. Now I also have the watch monitor system here, so if you do turn your camera around like that, you can see everything that you need to do and operate your camera right from the watch monitor right here. If I want to shut it down, I just hold and then slide this over, and now it's shutting the camera down and the monitor down off the watch. So it's really cool. Now you can either mount it on your wrist or you can mount it on the handlebar like I have done here. I will show you. There's the mount for the handlebar mount that's provided when you buy the watch. This is the mount system for my ball joint, for my action cams, and in this case the Insta360 Ace Pro. This is the mount for my 360 cameras right here, and I have a long, looks like an erector set arm that goes up, and that gives me the visual that I want for the 360 camera. And then finally, and a lot of people ask about this, I want you to look at the back of this phone system. Now that's got a plastic, it's plastic, clear plastic, but the purpose behind that is you're able to shoot video, stills, stuff like that from your cell phone while riding. It's really cool. But I'm going to show you this system right here. So I'll put a link in the description here. It's got 3 clips. You can see here, now it has a pressure button. Now it will take a small narrow case, but it won't take a big case. But it does give you a rubber liner in here if you're running without a case, and then I run with my case on it, so I'm able to pull the rubber liner out, and then the spring system keeps pressure, so the spring for the glass activation touchscreen works really well, as you can see here. That's the brand name here, but I'll put a link in the description. Now what's so cool about this cell phone holder is if you can mount it sideways or turn it sideways on the mount. And I'm shooting video from the cell phone right now. So you can see it has multiple uses, and that makes my setup very, very versatile when I'm out doing a tour, doing a trail ride, or a review on a specific location. So it's really, really cool. So anyway, hey, we're going to continue our ride. We're going to go up and get us a cup of coffee up at Starbucks. So we'll be back then. Hi guys, we are going to wrap it up out here at Paddling and Pedaling Florida Adventures. I hope that gave you some insight on one way to mount your Insta360 Ace Pro onto your e-bike. Now you can put it, again, you can put it on your chest mount, but you have to restrict your turning, otherwise you get that quick turn. On a helmet, definitely that way. That's why I quit using the helmet. If you notice, I have a helmet mount here, but I don't use it because I have a tendency to turn my head a lot when I'm riding to see traffic and that. And if you're recording, it's going to be a real fast thing like that, and I just don't like the look. So I decided to mount it on my extension, on my handlebars, and it's really worked out well. The key thing is it must be a ball mount joint, so you can sit there and turn the thing around, do whatever you want. Now you can turn this while you're riding, but I wouldn't recommend it. I've done it, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's just a couple seconds to pull off the side of the road, turn the thing around, and then you're good to go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.